So, um, you know, I'm the Trent, and I just wanted to tell you my story. When I was when I was born, it was on July 27, 1986, and it was a full moon at 3:32 a.m. Now, all the digits in July 7/27/1986 added are 40 divided by 7, which is 5.714, which is the dividend of 7. If you divide any number by 7, in the remainder you'll have 5714. It's also gematria of my last name, Montgomery. Um, the reduced and reversed ordinals 5, 7, and 141, which means when God hit me when I was 20 years old for stealing a pack of cigarettes, and I didn't call me a nincompoop. He created the fruit of the lips, and I blasphemed the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And, when I was like 3 years old, my grandmother molested me. My aunts used to bathe with me. And, that makes no sense, so they weren't perfect there. And an older gay kid molested me as well when he took me to the bathroom at my grandmother's church. At my grandfather's church. And my grandfather, on my father's side of the family, church in New Orleans, where I was born. So, as an unpardonable sin, I realized that I had to influence the world to look at the Bible from a different perspective. Oh, I was born in 1986. You know the definition of 86? It's a slang term that means to get rid of, to end, to yeah, to ban or something like that. So that would be on Wikipedia, and read that. The conciseness of it. 1944 means something. Then there's the etymology and all that. So what I taught everyone was that there were incest issues in the Bible. And I also showed them a few examples, like in 2 Kings, where God would attack children with bears, and he would, offer Judah's daughter-in-law, Judah's young son, and wait for him to grow up. Stuff like that. So, I became a eunuch on my own with two 9mm hollow points and a year apart. And, I think it's about time that I complete what I came here for. Because the Antichrist ascended from the bottomless pit. My name is Trent Montgomery. So that's 23 divided by 3. If you look up the name Trent on gematria.com, that's GerMinator.com, and look up Trent, then you'll see the number of my name, 77, 23, and 5'8", which I am 5'8". And so you know, July 27th is the 30th Sunday of 1986, and 377,000 people and 30 were born that day. 5.714 squared is 32.649. So, you know, since the Antichrist ascended from the bottomless pit, then there needs to be someone who influences the world with good. Someone who will lead them to peace. Someone who will lead them to a happy lifestyle. The Council of Trent has 7.666, and the Council of Trent has always had people's best interest at heart. And I'm the one who contacted the president and asked him to invite Kim Jong-un to the White House. I'm the one who asked them to keep an open mind about the Mexicans, and I spoke to the Mexican government, and they did make a deal with President Trump. I also advised the Federal Reserve to lower the interest rates so that we would avoid a recession. Now it's at 27%. There's I helped Nigeria make a deal with the Chinese government. I told them to ask if they would allow them to manufacture and labor for them. And I finally got Japan and South Africa to make a deal. They decided to tackle plastic bottle pollution globally together. So, I have a lot of green thoughts. I have a lot of green inventions and ideas that I think would make the world more convenient. I wonder if I can move this fan right quick. Anyway, I know ways to make the world more convenient. So, with the climate change approaching, it would be good to invest in what? Windmill technology, solar technology, thermionic generator technology, so that you can harness the heat, you can harness the sun, you can harness the wind, you can harness movement with turbines. We need to invest in turbines. We need to invest in renewable energy, because that will be the focal point of any government. Now, any global government, we would need to combine. We would need to unanimously agree that we all have to tackle climate change. Now, there's a new Secretary General in 2022. Um, I mean, I've been speaking to the UN. I've been sending them messages as well, explaining to them. We can also, you can implement a world tax, and you know what you can do with a world tax. You can bail out failing economies in third world countries with that. Um, so you know, however people want to however people want to think, you know, is the best way to approach it. That has to be the first thing that comes to mind. A global government where everyone works together and we can put all our minds together um, to help each other, because everyone has a different perspective. Everyone has a different perspective. Everyone has a different, you know, thing they can contribute to it. So, it's specious that, you know, a global government would be the best solution. Um, we have to keep in mind there's a religious schism between Christianity and Muslim when they shouldn't have that. Um, Sura 5 says in the Quran that um, the Torah is true doctrine. He admitted that it's true doctrine when Muhammad said that. And, the Quran is cool. So, if that's true, and and God did deliver, he called it Mosa in the Quran. If he did say that Moses' Torah is true, then that means that God delivered. The Egyptians are Ham. They're like Ham, uh, Canaanites, and Sheba, and Ethiopia and stuff like that. Uh, but I once thought they were Ishmaelites. They're not. Who are descendants of Shem. In the Hebrews. So, if God delivered, because 4 billion people believe in either Christianity or Muslim, and God delivered the Hebrews from the Egyptians, like Muhammad admits, then how is Isa gonna judge the world for Allah? If Isa is Jesus, the son of virtuous Mary, in the Quran. So that Middle East conflict that we have, all we need to do is sit a rabbi and an imam down and talk about it. We can explain, we can tear through these doctrines, and we can solve all this. It's not a impossible task to complete. Um, so, blessings, peace, and have a good day.